Take a penny, leave a penny.
Kevin Levine here with Take a Penny, Leave a Penny. Our next guest is Jim Dale, and we are on location to get this started. So let's head inside. Jim, let's go. It's time.
For what?
Come on, man. I put this on your calendar. You owe me one. I don't want to have to bring it up. Can we do this?
Can I get back to you at my earliest convenience?
All right, I'm taking a seat until you're ready, so. All right. All right, Jim. Thanks for making time for Take a Penny, Leave a Penny.
Anything for you. Glad to be here, Kevin.
Send some sarcasm. Why don't you give us your name and title, your rank, how long you've been here?
Jim Dale, also known as James Dale. I'm the Food and Beverage Director here. I have 26 years with Hyatt. I started here in 1986. I left for a short bit and went to the Waldorf. Came back with Hyatt in Greenwich, and I've been here since 1999, mostly as the Director of Catering.
Well, I was 2 years old in 1986. I hope that makes you feel old by me saying that.
No one really cares about you.
It's true. That's what my wife says. So I looked at your Wikipedia page, and interestingly enough, your Wikipedia page and Anderson Cooper's Wikipedia page list the same birthday, same birth year, same birth city, and same birth mother. Is it true that you're twins?
We are not.
Okay, so who came out first? Okay. Let's move on to what you do for a living. As the director of F&B, tell me what some of the successes were in 2016 and what we can look forward to in 2017.
There were a lot of successes in 2016. We start off with the big departments, banquets. We had a lot of new groups in there, which is important. And we improved our year-over-year medallia scores. And when the meeting planners are happy, everyone's happy. And then we can look to market, where we've added a lot of items that our guests were requesting. And when we make changes, we do two things. We listen to our guests and we listen to our employees. And our associates told us what our guests wanted. And whether it be sundry items such as aspirin, or very specific food items like gluten-free cookies, we think that by looking at what we're selling, looking at the abstracts, we can really give our clients what they want. In New York Central, we're lucky to continue to have Chef Darren Lee. He added a brunch, and we made it into a boozy brunch. And if you look at the items that are on that menu, they are really grand and really fit and meet the grand brand. And then there were a lot of other successes in all the other supporting departments, whether it be convention services, which helped us get our good medallia scores, or stewarding, which helped us ace both of our health inspections. Wow. And that doesn't come easy. You know, New York City Health Department, when they come in here, they're looking pretty hard, and they want the Grand Hyatt New York to write some checks for them. But our culinary team, stewarding team, did a great job. And pretty much across the board, everyone contributed to our successes this year. Beverage, culinary, stewarding, CS. The folks on Grand Club, our great associates up there, took care of our most important and loyal customers, and they continue to do so.
Thank you for that. I want to share an anecdote. I was in line at the market, and I saw Halls for sale right at the checkout, and I was like, who the heck is buying Halls? The customer in front of me bought some Halls. Sure made me look dumb. Okay, so going back to your name, Jim Dale or James Dale, right?
Yes.
There's some other names for you out there. I don't know if you're familiar with them. Something like Hyatt's Heartthrob. Have you heard that before?
I have not heard that.
Okay, what about the Silver Fox?
I have not heard that either.
All right, JD?
Heard JD.
All right, so let's talk about some other JDs.
Okay.
I want to give you a scenario for a couple of JDs, and you tell me who would win in the fight. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So Joe DiMaggio, when he was on the Yankees, versus Johnny Damon when he was on the Yankees.
Johnny Damon.
And what if they both had bats? Would that change the scenario?
Joe DiMaggio would win.
Okay. Judi Dench versus Jack Dawson of Titanic.
Judi Dench, she's tough.
Johnny Depp as Edward Scissorhands or Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow?
Jack Sparrow.
Okay. Johnny Depp in 21 Jump Street, the TV series, or Johnny Depp in 21 Jump Street, the movie?
The movie.
All right. Lastly, Jim Dale versus Anderson Cooper.
Jim Dale.
In your long career with Hyatt for, you said 29 years?
It's 27.
Right, that's what I said. I'm sure you've heard many versions of our purpose. Now, with our newer purpose of we care for people so they can be their best, what does that mean to you? What makes this one different? How do you bring it to life?
I think it's we care for people so they can be their best. I think it's applicable to both our associates and our guests.
It's very annoying when you flick that thing. Yeah, it's very distracting. So, I think that one statement applies to both our associates and our guests. And I think if everyone came in here with the mindset that we support each other and support our associates, then we're going to be able to take care of our guests in the true nature of what hospitality is.
So we're going to put Jim to the ultimate test and see just how good his food and beverage skills are with a little taste testing here.
Jim Dale's Taste Test.
So Jim, before we begin taste testing Coke or Pepsi, why don't you tell me which is your favorite? And just keep in mind, our sponsors are watching.
Coke.
All right, thank you for that. So go ahead and try this. Let it breathe a little bit.
It's a little warm. And I'd say that's the Coke.
Impressive. All right, let's test you on cheeses here. I got 2 white cheeses. Why don't you take each one and tell me which is which?
Okay.
Well, you can taste it.
It's also warm.
Yeah. It's not supposed to be easy for you.
That would be a provolone.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, one more cheese for you here.
Very mild provolone I had.
We like to take it easy here on our guests.
That would be a white cheddar.
Wow. Very well done. Now the ultimate test. Can you taste the difference between different colored M&Ms? So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and put out your hand. I'll put one of these in your hand.
Okay.
Okay, why don't you taste that one?
First, I'm trying to cleanse my palate of the provolone cheese.
It's a good strategy.
Well, let's see if I can tell. I'd say this is the red.
Okay, let's do another taste testing. We'll see how many you get right. Right, we'll swallow that one first. Cleanse that palate.
I got a little bit of red dye in that one, so. It's the blue.
All right, last one. Let's see if you're still
It's a
feeling
green.
good about that.
Green.
So, the good news is you got the first 2 right. The bad news is you got all 3 of the M&Ms wrong.
Yeah.
So, I suggest
Can I
spend
ask
a
you-
little bit more time in
Yes.
the food and beverage department.
Okay. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Where were those M&Ms before they were in my mouth?
Okay, so that is all the time we have for today. Jim Dale, thank you for joining us on Take a Penny, Leave a Penny.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Take a penny, leave a penny.